Hi.
Oh wait, Baskin Aarakocras.
Oh my god. we literally just spent the last, 90 seconds just coming up with more crazy, 5e compatible real world shop names. What was it, Stone's Gym instead of Gold's Gym?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was my favorite.
Anyway. One of the ones that's in my list from a generator is Anita Rise, the bakery.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back. We left off for our little breaky break with the crew here about to enter Gralkin's Tankard, which is the pub in the lap of the Great Drunkard statue. So, unless there was something else y'all wanted to do before going through the doors into the party.
Flip my hair like this.
Of course, flip your hair like that. Whip your hair back and forth. Anything else? Alright. Y'all push your way through the doors, and the accompanying the wall of sound is a very rancid alehouse smell. It's combination sweat, vomit, brew, and just years and years of probably not the best cleaning.
That's urine. I smell it.
Yep.
For the most part, every one of the tables has at least one very tipsy or completely sloshed person at it. There is a central bar hub from which a few buxom bar wenches are running different trays of drinks to different tables. Hey, Dooster. For the most part, it's not really rowdy so much as it is boisterous, and everyone is somewhere on the scale of drunk. Probably including the tavern wenches and the barkeeps as well. So, yeah. What y'all want to do with that?
Are there stairs anywhere?
Let me double check. Is it a two? It is a two-story tavern, so yes, there is a set of stairs that runs kind of up one side and to kind of like a balcony sitch.
Let me ask you a secondary question. The bar tavern thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does this go into the statue, or is it just sitting in the lap?
It seems to be it's a wooden building that is built into onto the lap of the thing.
Okay.
It doesn't appear that it goes farther back where it would actually enter the statue itself.
Just gonna walk up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up my compass at the pocket watch and quickly check it.
It's kind of spinning. One of the barkeeps kind of angles around a keg in the kind of middle of the space and leans onto the bar and says, "What can I get for you?"
Put the compass back in my little bag.
Don't have all day, man. I mean, I'm here all day, but I don't have all day.
2 breakfast ales, 1 rosé,
All right.
a puppuccino.
Dog just comes out of the...
Okay.
I don't know what
Hold
a
on.
chino is.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the picture that Spence drew and then all of a sudden the dog.
A pup cup. A cup for the pup.
A shot glass for the dog.
All right.
And a pitcher of stout.
You got it, mates. 5 dragons all around, yeah? And go start pouring drinks.
Phil put the dragons down.
Yeah.
Alright.
The compass is spun. Usually means it's either directly above us, directly below us, or exactly where we are. And above us is like a 20-foot ceiling, so can't see.
I'm just going to suggest you don't go around touching tittles right now.
Anyway,
I'm gonna so I step away from the bar. I'm gonna and look around on the ground and on the bar, it's either right here or right there. This is
The top of the bar, the front wall of the bar, the floor. There's...
filthy.
It's filthy. but there's specks of, like, little strips of what look like maybe graffiti at different points all across the place. Some of it's more just random, like, raunchiness, like, for a good time, get a hold of XYZ on whatever street.
Got 17 different people I can send owls to for good times.
Yeah, there's even some, like, almost looks like a gouge mark that's stained a little bit red on the inside. Looks to be a little bit old, but, you know, who knows.
Someone got knifed.
And it's just kind of like...
Someone got sorted.
The more that you look around, the more that you see that this kind of, like, stuff is on every wooden surface in the bar. All the tables have it, the benches.
We're in a New Orleans bar in Flambourg. That is where we are at right now.
Cool.
Going to say to Fil'verl, Phil, like, it appears then that after just doing some rereading about it, maybe that one of us has to be drunk in order to see the next riddle?
As just started.
Yeah, y'all got your drinks.
And Phil volunteers. He grabs the whole. He grabs the pitcher that they brought out to us and like this.
No,
is
he's hit the first breakfast beer.
Yeah. So the pup cup is a shot glass that has amber liquid in it.
Alright, thank you. Then that
I don't know what
Serena
that
just
is.
starts just kind of lapping it up.
Roll me a constitution check for the damn dog.
The dog's getting drunk.
I thought that they would give us water for the dog or something.
Y'all said a
cup
shot
for the
glass
pup.
for the pup.
I said a puppuccino.
That's a
Other people
natural
for
19, 21.
doggo good.
She good for now. Yeah.
All of a sudden,
I
She's
don't
just
recommend
going-
getting her another one.
we stop paying attention. Next thing you know, you just see shot, 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 and there's just a little dog.
Then that
Just
is
grab
just...
it and go and grab it and go.
Every barking.
Who let the blink dogs out? Good God.
They
Keep it
did.
up like
They
that.
did.
Okay. So
Good God.
bloop 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 bloop.
Exactly.
Yeah. So y'all are talking, drinking. The bar life is moving on around you, and the smell's starting to get into your eyes.
Okay.
Gonna.
Hold on. If we all stand
There's an
closer to the professor, it won't be as bad because there's slight burnings.
No, there's an old trick we used to do when we were in a particular dirty pub in the army. I dip both my fingers into my beer and I rub my eyes to kind of wash them out a little bit. It's like acclimating to the issue. It's like eating ice cream in the snowstorm. You just acclimate your whole body to it.
I mean,
Real
that,
thing.
you know,
Damn. All right. Learning things.
We'll start because suggesting drinking and looking around might help. Gonna do an investigation check while working on that breakfast beer.
Roll me that constitution check first to see if you're actually getting drunk.
That is an 8.
Oh yeah,
Also-
that's some strong breakfast beer, man.
Also gonna be drinking and doing
Going
the thing. So
to
let's
be
roll the
drinking the
constitution
same-
check. I wanna get a fuck. Hold on.
yeah, she's probably about to be drunk because that is.
Ah, it's a 4.
She got a.
Hold on, I gotta add a constitution to
Hold
it.
on, did you drink the rosé?
Yeah, she drunk the rosé.
Oh, okay.
And
I was
then
actually
she,
asking-
It's definitely more red than rose. But
She had got a 7.
y'all are all drunk.
I
Great.
got a 12.
Except
Can
for-
I
Or
don't
is
think,
there-
I don't
the
think
dog.
we're drunk. I think we're hitting buzz.
I got a 12, not a 4. I rolled a 4, but I have a very high constitution.
Yeah. So y'all are on your way toward tipsy.
For investigation, I got a 22.
Hell, all right.
Investigation was a 21.
You want to roll up one?
Bad.
It didn't get the good bad though, did it?
No, it did not.
Arten's like, this beer's not doing it. Keep going.
I got a 10 in investigation.
All right. Are the two of you going to be sticking together as you're... And are y'all roaming, or are y'all just continuing to look in this area?
But we still have our drinks where we were at.
Right.
And I feel if we leave them unattended, they are no longer our drinks in this
You
establishment.
could take them with.
Yeah,
Totem?
like I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that Arten's very interested in a drawing that someone carved out with a little dagger, and I was like trying to figure out what it is.
It's like
And
that could be a leg, but that could also not be a leg.
Is this a three-legged man?
That's a dong.
It could be a three-legged man. It could be a four-legged horseman. What do we call them?
Pretty sure that's not a centaur.
It could be a three-legged centaur that got hurt in a war, or
Well,
it could be
maybe
a dong.
It's a dong.
It's probably
Maybe
a dog.
if I look at it like this, then it's not three legs.
Maybe that's a sword sheath.
No.
You're looking at it backwards. so
I'm
it's
really
pointing out the
into
wrong
this
side.
one drawing. That's why I got a 10. I'm not looking for the things.
All right, so are y'all taking drinks with you and roaming, or are you sticking here?
I'm probably going to be taking. She will probably be taking her drink.
We'll follow so that not left alone.
Okay.
So we don't end up having a fight that catches a bar on fire. Because I feel sorry for the bar patron that tries to pick a fight with her. Because shit's gonna be lit, literally.
You're kind of wandering around, and you're kind of just glancing left and right. As you're wandering through the bar, you start to notice there's a little bit of you almost feel something like a whisper or a whistle that you can't quite hear. That's kind of leading you farther toward one wall.
All right, I'm gonna keep going to that wall, just easing past patrons and such.
One more investigation check.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay. That'll be 18.
All right, good enough. You're paying enough attention. You're kind of trying to just follow your intuition a little bit and let the force guide you. And you manage to arrive kind of at a table that only has one very, very drunk, passed out, sleeping person slouched over the top of the table. Most of the bench space is free and clear, and there is a lot of graffiti on this particular tabletop. It takes you a few minutes. You're kind of, going over it really, really careful, but you do eventually find something that seems a little out of place. Underneath all of the graffiti, a little bit of blood stain. It's almost like a poem. A dream, a tale, a tear. Listen close, the dark draws near.
Alright.
That's angry.
Yes, that's...
That's blood. That's ominous.
Yes, this is very ominous that she basically...
Is that the darkness?
Y'all find anything yet?
Yeah, I found some beer!
Oh,
I forgot we were on.
that she is basically going to, if it's like a little napkin or whatever, pretend to, write down a number or something, but she's really
It's not really
oh,
napkins.
Well,
Phil will
I go
reach-
back to my...
Phil will reach into his book of shadows,
Wait.
which has unlimited paper,
Unlimited paper!
Aha!
and I will rip out one piece.
It is a dong.
Rip out one piece.
oh,
Do an action.
oh, okay. Thank you. And she writes it down,
I'm moseying my way back over.
and in
to
that
them.
she basically... Alright,
Erebos has pulled out loot and is starting to try to earn some money from the other drunks.
found what I need.
What's it say?
Says that.
Dream or tale, tear. Listen close. The dark draws near. You cannot just say go to the place.
Well,
Shit.
Child, go to sleep. Stop saying stories to keep yourself awake. He said, okay.
I mean that anything else that do y'all want that the day is still early that we can try to solve this or else just enjoy ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, it's not even really noon yet.
So this was just another stop to find another hint.
Yes, it appears so.
Do you want to check the compass again?
Yeah, I guess.
It's pointing due west toward the ocean.
Okay.
Ocean.
Well,
I say, we finish up here.
The whole picture?
not the whole picture. Phil's just going to take it.
And then try to, I guess, head towards the ocean and look for things that remind us of dreams and tears and shit.
Can I make a history check, DM, since I have been to Waterdeep before?
You can.
No.
Yeah, that beer's too strong right now.
Tears and tears and shit.
Well, then at least that this is taking me back to those third years a little bit. Just basically those long study sessions, and then that we had to go to this like it was just this place at the Astral Sea we had went to, and then it was called like the House of Waffle or something. I don't know.
House of Waffle.
Please sponsor us, Waffle House, by the way.
Hashtag please sponsor us, Waffle House.
All right. So yeah, y'all can hang out in the tankard for a little while longer. As y'all are hanging out around in there, after a while, the door, the swinging doors open behind at the front of the building, and in walks a rather noticeably different figure. This person's about almost 6 feet tall, rather tan skin, has a patch over one eye, and 2 very noticeable leathery wings on their back.
Gonna thump whoever is to the right of me's leg with a boot. Just who's to the right of Phil?
It's probably Zhonya. I mean, I ain't gonna mess up the table order.
Just
And this person's kind of looking around. They don't seem terribly steady on their feet. Kind of looking around with their one unpatched eye, and then making their way over to a table that has already somebody passed out at it, so it's empty for all intents and purposes.
I get up and I walk directly over to where they are.
Even though that
Sit across from them.
Even though that it is low, I want to make an insight check on this.
Go ahead.
You make your insight checks.
Arten's like, I am meeting this in the face.
Nope, that's not going to keep it. That's an 8.
I walk over with my cup of ale.
Props.
Sit right in front of them.
They look at you. Sup?
It's Raylan.
You been there? It's been a while since I've been home. How's everything?
Shit.
Really?
Pretty fucked.
Shit fuck everywhere.
Yeah. Couldn't tell without noticing the eye thing. How'd you lose it?
And pulls up, and it's just massive scar tissue.
What happened?
Ran a reef.
Damn, son.
Snags like a passing bar wench, gives her his order, and sends her off with coin. Yeah, it was, we should not have tried it. We were not shallow enough on the draft for that, mate. It was funny as hell.
Damn.
Put me in the crow's nest because I got the wings right, and they think it's funny that way, even though I ain't got no fucking feathers, right? They put me up there, and then we go, and tumble. Just,
The wings doesn't mean you can see better.
I know, right? Stupid as hell.
Shite.
That was on my first ship though, so I mean I didn't have no clout to say nothing about it. Name's Lucian. How are you?
Lucian.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Lucian. You gotta make sure you put the Put the Z's on there. You know?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
There's your name, friend.
Arten.
That's so short. Such a big guy.
Pretty straight to the point, too. Here. I give him this half-empty mug.
I'm waiting for mine. I don't know where you been, mate. I ain't drinking after you. I don't know what you put in that mouth.
Looks directly at Erebos.
Erebos stops mid-strum, is like, yeah. Goes back to playing.
I was gonna buy him another, but now I'm good.
Phil will come down and put the pitcher.
Nah, that's what we're talking about.
Alright then.
I just
As he's
walk
drinking,
over.
gonna look at Arten.
What vessel did you say you were on?
I ain't been on one in a while, man.
Hadn't been on one in a while?
Still looking for a new one. They keep saying you go to get your sea legs, but you can't get your sea legs if you ain't out on the water. So I keep trying to think if I drink enough, maybe it'll look like I got sea legs, right? It might make sense.
Not
Maybe.
how that works.
And what do you know? You some kind of sailor too? Pirate? You pirate? If you're a pirate, you go to.
I got a friend that was a pirate, but
Yeah, you can put me in touch, right?
nope, he gave that life up.
Damn it!
Can we overhear this?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I might be able to find you a job on a vessel.
Yeah?
It doesn't go through water, though. It's
Dude, what's wrong with your eyes, man?
they
What
are
you
as they
got
were
going
created.
on there? That's pretty fucking cool.
Have you ever met a Hydra?
No.
Neither have I, but that'd been weird.
It would have been weird.
Yeah.
But I might be able to put you in contact with someone for work on a vessel.
That'd be super cool. Super.
Can you pass a drug test?
What's the drugs? I know what
You-
drunks is.
You'll
What?
do perfectly fine.
Cool.
And Phil will fumble through his pockets and pull out a really old, tattered business card for her great displeasure. His parents' astral vessel spelljammer that actually has a little contact info on the back and hand it to him. They're
Don't
always
have
looking
mending
for
or
sea
shift,
hands.
so can't use it.
Yeah. Always. That
Yes.
means there's a lot of turnover. That means people die.
No, it's just that
I'm not looking to die, mate.
it's not a lot of turnover because of death. It's that they pay well and you only need to do one or two.
That sounds like a deal. And
Also-
usually if it sounds like a deal, it's too good to be true.
Phil's gonna move out his ears. Turnover rate to me being quick might not be the same as for you.
Got it, because you don't die. Got it.
Okay.
Right, and I'm leaving the drunk guy. Go.
Is this a really nice scarf you got on?
Phil's not wearing it. It's in.
You've got a little bit of the gray showing though. I
No,
would
he
assume.
has tucked it in. It's not. He's not wearing it. He tucked it away and
You're
he's
not
carrying.
being fun.
No, he's carrying it because he's like. He's not wearing it throughout the whole town.
You're not being fun.
No, I'm not.
What was that all about?
I don't know, I was hoping he might have some words or be connected to the scarf we found, but he's just some drunk.
Now that someone has said the scarf that is
Yeah.
not non-continuity,
Yeah.
Phil's gonna be like, he will pull it out and put it on the table.
Phil!
That's my sister's scarf. She lost it when we pulled into port.
You pulled into port last night?
No, a couple of days ago.
Found it outside my building.
That's pretty weird.
Yes, it doesn't look like it would float.
Maybe it was a really strong breeze.
Where's your sister?
She's down the docks.
Do you mind directing us there so I could return it to her?
No, I don't know, man, but I'm gonna finish my drinks.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yes. Finish your drink.
Just give me a whole picture.
No. It wasn't a whole pitcher.
Not a, it was
Give me a
like
picture.
It's just Phil did it because he was laughing because he wouldn't drink after you.
But it's a
No.
pitcher, right? Nobody drinks out of the pitcher.
Phil did.
Exactly, but he don't know that.
Movie like, he totally did. But you don't know.
Alright, so
Congratulations. You now have no diseases. Phil's clean. Phil's a clean boy. He takes care of himself. He knows no, he doesn't know lesser restoration.
Paladin just lay on hands. Oh, disease lay on hands.
Actually, pallies are immune to all of that. They can't catch diseases.
I know.
too much god juice in their veins.
God juice
That
help me
sounds
not.
dirty. That
God
sounds
juice
dirty.
help me not catch the clap. God juice help me not catch the clap.
So Lucian's gonna finish his drinks, and he'll stagger to his feet, kind of look around, make sure that he knows kind of where all four of y'all are.
There's only
Wow,
eight.
there's 6 of us, 8 of us. You
Yeah,
can't tell.
there's only 8 of us. It's fine, but all 8 will follow.
Yeah, full of, and gonna stumble his way down and back out to the street. And then he'll stop and say, "If there's 8 of you, we can't all fit in one cab."
We'll scrunch.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Starts looking for a money pouch and pulls out and goes to hail a cab. He does pay for the fare down
Okay.
to the docks. Let me find where exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, it's gonna take quite the little bit to get all the way down to the docks. Because they're all the way down on the south side, and y'all were kind of up in the center of town. So it's gonna be close to 30-minute run in the cab. Do y'all want to talk to him at all while y'all are traveling?
Figure we're just listening to him.
Oh, he's gonna be putting his head on the window and kind of passing out unless y'all are talking to him.
I figured he was going to do drunk babbles.
I'm not doing drunk babbles.
Story time with a drunk guy.
No, I'm just saying we could, for expediting purposes,
Yeah.
we could
Yeah.
say we're just listening to him babble as we continue to
Right.
go along.
He takes a nap. When the when the cabbie finally stops on the dock street, y'all are definitely in kind of like a long stretch of harbor space. There are ships of all sizes docked at different piers. Lucian leaves the cab and takes a minute, looks around with his one good eye, and then starts weaving his way through all the sailors and deckhands and tax takers and all that over toward a not terribly large ship. It's maybe only got a crew of 10 or 15 and probably only 3 or 4 cabins for passengers. Doesn't really seem like a merchant, or more just like a smaller passage ship. But he goes over to the the pier master, asks about where his sister went, and then starts heading up into the ward a little bit. Takes y'all into a harbor master's type of office, and quite visible as the only other Israeli individual in the room, like the waiting area, apart from the banks of desks, is she's got her blonde hairs pulled into like a tight braid, and as she turns around to greet her brother, you can see she's got one blue eye, one green eye, and she's carrying like a folio, like a binder of papers under her arm. She turns around and says, "So it's you then?"
Mm-hmm.
We all look over at him. It's him.
Are you
in
referring to
what?
just me or to all of us?
"Well, you. Whoever the scarf went to, yeah, you. Follow me." And she'll lead y'all back out and kind of around to just kind of a quiet spot on the street. It's not really in like an alley, and it's not like a dangerous, it's just kind of quieter area in this small side street. She's like, "Yeah, so you're looking for information or contact, and my patron said I should make sure to find you.
No, I look directly at the other two with a look of exactly how much am I supposed to say here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We're currently on an adventure
Right, yeah, aren't we all?
to locate certain shards of a individual currently trapped.
Right, yeah.
Probably not the first time you've had someone come through, because to our understanding, this has happened a lot now.
Well, no, not in my time, but I mean, it happens a lot through, different iterations and everything.
Multiverse theory, I get it.
Mistress knows about all of it, so, just kind of a...
Oh, by the way, let me give this
Thank you very much, yeah. A lot of memories tucked away in there, and she goes wrapping it around her.
magical location scarf type thing.
More like if you're meant to, then it finds you.
Currently, we are on a very large scavenger hunt throughout the city that has resulted in...
You don't need to say any more. I'm only here to facilitate putting you in contact for a temporary basis if that's what you need. That's all. But you're going to have to go through my mistress to get there. It could be a little daunting for some. She's a bit of a... she's got an interesting way of seeing things, shall we say.
She's a god.
More than that, she's a daddy's daughter.
Daddy's daughter.
Daddy's
Flashbacks to 200 years ago, being a young elf, being forced to go to balls and running into more than one child that had that description. Young Phil in the background. Fuck!
What I mean is, she doesn't see things straightforward, and she doesn't see things in the light of day.
So we have to come back to you at night?
Oh no, you guys aren't involved, unless you're just watching out for him. It's just him.
Just him.
Just him.
Just him.
Invitations for one. That's all I can really manage.
Fair enough.
I
I
know
should have had
Archmage.
you holding my shoulder, shit-talking to him, too.
Just don't fuck around and lose your new bag.
Oh, no, you hold this. I'm not taking this here. He'll take that. Look at this. It's his style. He is not getting that. By the way, there's bacon in there. If you want any, please give some to the puppy.
Lucian says, bacon, you got bacon? God, it's been ages since we had bacon.
There's no bacon here.
Well, I thought you said bacon.
You
It's
thought
my
wrong.
eyes busting, not my ears. Where's the fucking bacon?
You thought wrong.
That she hands
And
over
tie-
the rest of her
I'm
bacon.
tying the backpack around my giant shoulders like, no. This giant buff cat in full plate armor.
That's not gonna fit, man. You're gonna have to put that
No,
around
it's
your
just
neck like a
it's
pouch,
literally
like,
just over one bicep.
It's not even gonna make it. Like, yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
Hey, you're right. It goes over my head and
It's
then
like
goes
a
back.
little.
You're like
yeah.
a Saint Bernard with the barrel.
Yeah.
Only you unzip it and you can munch bacon.
Instead of...
Just not where Lucian can see.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
You want to do this now? I mean, it won't take long for you. It'll take a while for you, but it's not going to take long at all. I mean,
So you're being used as a conduit for long distance communication.
yeah.
Well,
Kinda,
here
yeah.
I was hoping that the scarf and this would take us to a shard. Yeah. All right.
We did end up going the general direction we needed to go, but not the exact direction we needed to go.
So I need to go talk to the manager of this whole situation.
Yeah, go talk to the thing.
Yes.
And we'll...
You might want to sit on
Use
that
the
barrel there,
compass in
though.
a second.
You might be a little bit woozy when you come back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Happened last time. And the time after that.
You've been run through the keyhole, huh? She's gonna.
Was it them? Was it 2 or 3 times that we've done this now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She opens up her folio and pulls out a single small like a card piece of parchment, and it's got the same circle with the swords drawn on it in ink. She says, "You're gonna want to close your eyes, and whatever you do, don't panic." And she's gonna basically stick the card to your forehead. And all y'all are gonna see is the inks are going to start to shimmer. The circle goes black and shiny. One of the swords turns gold. One of them turns a really bright silver, and the other one turns like a dull gray. and they burn off the paper, and at that point Phil's eyes are going to open and he'll be back.
Okay.
But for now, I need just Phil at the table.
Okay.
Close the doors, guys, and make sure the doggo doesn't.
He's in the chair with the big bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Spence, would one of y'all refill me, please?
Where is it
Shed.
at? Okay.
Make sure it's not pickle beer. I did.
Okay, so you see the paper, or you had closed your eyes, you feel kind of a waft of air, and you feel something dry and crackly touch your forehead. And then you feel like the barrel you're sitting on spins and disappears from under you, and so you kind of fall on your ass. And you feel kind of a very dusty ground underneath you. Now, your eyes are still closed, so what do you want to do?
Oh. Slowly stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like anything is still moving around me?
Nope.
Slowly open one eye.
You're looking at a desolate gray waste, patches of like dried grass, what seems like a wind-blown path leading off in the distance.
I'll start following it.
As you follow it, it doesn't feel like you're making any progress. Like you see these patches of grass and you're passing them, but it seems like there's always another one. And you walk for what feels like minutes on end before in the distance you see a very dilapidated old cabin, gray clapboard, open windows that are just dark inside, the door kind of hanging on its hinges, barely closed, shingles missing off the roof in patches, little wraparound porch that the railings are like falling off.
Hello?
No response.
Gods always do like their theatrics. If you can hear me, you already know why I'm here. Just start walking towards the cabin.
Yeah.
The young lady that was in Waterdeep sent me to you, because you are apparently supposed to send me to the old man.
At this point, you're approaching the porch.
We'll stop before stepping on it.
Okay.
If you're in there, I ask for the rules of hospitality to apply. I will not step in unless welcomed. I will bear no harm if you do not bear against me.
You hear a creak, like a step on the old boards. And from kind of the corner of your eye, you see what looks like a figure kind of standing at the corner of the porch. But if you actually turn to look, it's not going to be visible. Like, you know that before you even turn to look.
Might I know your name? Still looking forward.
What you seek lies beyond.
Do you know what I seek?
You will find what you seek beyond.
Right. If I ask this a third time, you're going to say the same thing, correct?
Why ask if you already know?
Right. Figured. Phil's gonna, I'm assuming, just do this, and it's just gray dust is gonna pop off of the nice new pants.
Yeah.
And walk through the door.
You climb the porch. The figure seems to kind of step with you back around the corner of the house as you go through the door. Inside the cabin, All of the windows are, like I said, they're broken in, so there's like patches of this gray light shining on the floor. And there is a open trap door with a wrought iron fence around it.
Is this similar to what we've seen with Kairos?
In the temples with that had the pits to Kairos domain, yes. Very, 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 very similar.
I really don't want to hop in there.
You hear the voice again, and you know that this figure is looking in at you through one of the empty windows. And the voice says, "No one makes you. You choose your destiny."
Thanks. Like, there's a little bit of that sarcasm that sporadically bubbles up.
Yeah.
As Phil will then walk over.
Before you completely step over the fence, the voice says, "If you choose to leave, you can."
If I choose to leave at this point.
No harm comes to you.
Yes, but potentially harm comes to thousands. I don't want my companions and I to walk into anything half-cocked. And right now, that would still be a generous description for what I can do. Well, look slightly, but not turn towards. But at least give the notion that, yes, my eyes are cut towards you. Spooky, freaky thing on the other side of a window talking cryptically to me.
As you do, and you don't make full eye contact, you get the sense of, like, the figure seems to be, you get the impression of, like, full, like, battle regalia. Dark armor that glints with oil shine, and long hair blowing in a non-existent breeze, wings spread in defiance, and goodness, and the hilts of blades over one shoulder, 3 blades.
Fucking Elden Ring ass gods and bullshit outside a window. Little whiny weenie dog in the chair next to me. Obviously, you're the smart one that knows how to slaughter.
I do what needs doing, as I always have.
Well, and I don't mean that much disrespect by this. As Phil's about to step in, you leave oft a lot to mortals when it's something that you and yours should be doing.
As you fall, you think you're going to be falling for a while, but it's almost just a hop down. And
I was really hoping that smart ass remark would have me mostly out of sight.
no,
I'm going to look directly at you. You're invisible. No, you're there.
You're below the edge, but it's only like, you thought you were going to be falling like 20, 30, 40 feet, maybe 10 feet down. But overhead, that hole with the gray light, not there anymore. Just...
I fucking Mario pipe down this bitch, and now I gotta go fucking talk to Hades and bullshit.
Looking ahead of you now, you see the same, like, fossilized, petrified tree roots dangling from the ceiling. You're kind of on, like, a ledge, apparently. And, like, all along one corner of the underground, the below the nest cavern wall. And you can see the pit with the column of contained shadow and void not even 50 feet away from you.
Wish I had had the shards on me. We could have gotten rid of a few. More than just stride forward towards the pit.
So you do have to kind of climb down off the ledges to get over there. But you approach the column. You can see the same ebony stone all around, and y'all haven't put a shard back yet, have you?
We put back one.
Okay.
We put back one that we found that was connected to Arten's
Right.
ring, and
Got it.
then we're carrying the other
Two.
one cracked.
Right. And there are still 3 more. Okay. So as you're approaching, and you can see the
I'm
one
listening.
that
It's just he's snuffling the door.
the one that you know you've already replaced. There goes my eyeball again. Ooh, that sounded painful.
Steel toe boot is just the rest of the leg not moving while the rest of the body is continuing.
And you hear his voice say, "Ask."
Where's the last shard? Or sorry, the shard in Waterdeep we're looking for.
Hidden.
See, this is the type of thing that is so frustrating talking to you immortals and gods. Which, to be fair, is probably why people have issues talking to elves. You need us to do this for you, or the world that is connected to you is going to burn. And while we are not the first, nor do I feel we are going to be the last, throughout the myriad of multiverses to release you or fail trying, clarity would be more helpful to ensure success.
The shadows in the containment kind of shift and warp until you get the impression that you're looking at a very draconic face. The shadows leave gaps where eyes should be, so that it's just nothing there. Like you can almost see through 2 tunnels through the smoke. And the Kairos says, "I am not flesh.
I am well aware.
I cannot touch what you seek."
I am not asking you to touch it. As if you feel more of a draw to it. The compass has sent us we have been up the butt of a bird statue. We have been in the lap of a drunk statue. We found 2 lost little angel children at the docks, and now I'm here because one of them serves your daughter. Waterdeep is a terrible place. I am sure you've never been there. You don't want to. The whole place right now smells like the south end of your sun trying to burn everything. Hidden, I understand.
Hidden from me.
Oh. That makes more sense. That's a little... You're talking to someone with not high wisdom here, Neysa. Okay?
I'm not frustrated. Kairos is not technically frustrated. You're
No,
right.
I'm just saying that makes sense. That's a little... Now I know more of what we're doing. It's not just when you got captured and shoved down here, bits of you broke. Someone intentionally hid these.
My
Your son.
children.
How many would side with your son versus your daughter that serves you? Well, 2 daughters. 2 daughters seem to be okay with you.
My son stands alone.
But do the rest not stand with you?
They stand for the world and my mate's children.
So in other words, they'll let either one of you destroy it. And inactivity on their part is leading to this standoff.
No. They stand for life.
So they don't stand with you because you are the opposite.
I am nothing.
You're the void, I get this. You have come to my dreams more than once. I saw you do weird things with a white dragon in space. I was not ready for it. It was awkward. Okay. I have seen way too much that is not currently visible through some type of psychedelic mess up. I have also seen your son's Horcruxes walking around. Not super dope either. They stand for life, which means they stand against you because you are the vacuum that will extinguish it. However, you are also the vacuum that can extinguish the flame that might burn life. So right now they don't stand with either of you, but they might not stand against you if you go against him. Is that safe to assume?
Yes.
They will not actively try to stop us, but will not necessarily help us, other than basically allow us to use portals or a long-distance phone call.
They bound me. They cannot undo what was done.
So we need to make you whole again, because you might be able to.
I would see us removed so that this does not again.
Are you aware of individuals by the name of Kai?
Many.
What is your opinion on them?
They are my vessels.
Phil's going to stop for a second, kind of look. All right, this is probably not the best question to ask. If we release you, are you going to combine them all, or are you just going to make another one that comes out and fights something?
I am not flesh. I cannot touch the material without.
You're going to create an avatar. That's okay. So you'll stay here, but there will be another avatar of you that basically will have your essence and will be free.
Through them, I bind us away. All of us.
I don't know.
I don't either. I just think I heard someone say Bahamut and something. I'm like, okay. All right, clarification here to make sure I understood that correctly. If we get all your shards back, you bind yourself and them.
My mate and children.
Okay, not... Clarify.
That we may not harm the life she's made again.
Are you going to ungod everyone?
A veil. A wall.
Oh! Oh, you're talking about, like, the reaches in a pocket, pulls out. I'm glad this guy is so respectful of gods, even when he sounds like a bad Sagan. Do you mean like a divine gate?
A barrier.
Right. It separates the gods from the mortals. They can't walk upon the mortal realm again, but they can still be worshipped and grant favors through some type of magical boon. I'm sorry, there is a book that I was forced to read because we served your ilk many times on my parents' interstellar vessel.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes a huge load off of my mind. So we're not like creating another... sorry, going for a wrong voice here. We're not going to create another destruction or apocalypse for Israel, correct?
My son would burn all.
Yes, I get that. This has been bugging me the entire time. We don't want the world to burn, but I also don't want it to go, whoop!
We do not belong here anymore.
I know so many dwarves that agree with that one. I mean, I can get behind that. Yes, you gods do not need to be here anymore on Zrael. That is I am with that. Are you going to take the store boy too, or is he going to be stuck here with us?
I don't know. The last time I touched one, an abomination was born.
Is that the bad guy?
Do not speak.
Phil's assuming he's being told don't speak at all, not just don't speak his name.
The kind of draconic image in the smoke tilts its head slightly.
The name.
That's why we say bad guy. I didn't even look at his name. It's in a book. Arten has the... Arten will not say it. Grog. Grog can't read. Can Grog read?
Did we have a roll for? Wait, we did, because he could read the
That's right. Grog can read.
janitor, and
Yeah.
because he was riding wet floor. Yeah. Okay.
He just can't read well.
Right.
Well, we don't intend to. I'm pretty sure that summons a terribleness that kills everything.
He is destruction.
Okay, so this is me out of character now. To make sure I'm understanding, wants to seal everybody behind a kind of divine gate, wall off the gods so that they can't interact directly with their followers. Standard.
So that they can no
standard.
longer take part in the material directly. Yes.
Okay, so got that. And then he touched a star baby, and that's how we get Bad Kai.
Right.
This is how we get, Calababarban,
Yes.
Lord of the Northern Mirkwood.
Yes, because essentially the star creatures that are already infused with Phynos and then throw some void on top of that, that's just abomination.
Okay.
So.
Get an exposition to tell all the people.
Mm-hmm.
You have answered many questions, and I appreciate that. Because I do not know how my companions feel. Because I don't think Arten necessarily thinks before stabbing most times. In a sense, let me rephrase it. He doesn't think before stabbing things that need to be stabbed because they need to be stabbed. So the big picture might not necessarily be today's problem for him. That might be tomorrow's, because today is get the shards. And that's how he thinks of it. The professor, I think... I don't know what she thinks. I don't know if she knows what she thinks right now as well. But I know that she knows more than me and is useful. Therefore, I will ignore certain things. Because, truth be told, I keep slipping out voice for Sagan and just going to some weird, other white dude voice. To my understanding, In all truth, other than that we are carrying two very cursed objects, we could stay where we were and we'd be fine, but that would make us cowards. The three of us are many things, but we are not cowards. But we need knowledge to deal with what we're dealing with because we have bumblefucked our way through dinosaurs and shadows, one big ass bat that I blew the hell up, water deep, and another world that I'm having trouble remembering bits and pieces because I think I might have been mostly drunk during it because I was under the influence of more than one thing.
You are alone now.
Thank you for reminding me. Like, there's actual heat behind that last bit. Might be a little in the hair. Yes, I have been diminished. But I'm going to still try to help them as much as I can. Plus, there has to be at least one person that is willing to heal instead of burn and stab. Or sleep. Tal'gor's been doing a lot of sleeping. He's not in your domain, is he?
I am not death.
Definitely give the vibes. So as long as we have information, which is the most powerful tool, we can continue. We can get you to a point to do what you need to do, so that we can stop your son from burning what your wife, mate, partner, sugar mama created. Also, real quick, if you're not death, why did we have undead things connected to you?
They named me Death.
Oh, enough people believe it then. Oh, okay. Like, just kind of mumbling to himself. At this point, I fully expect there is a god that is about done with this elf. Is there anything else you can do to help?
Do you seek?
Phil's waiting for the sentence to end. It's like, do you seek? It's like, in his head, there could be a whole lot of things I may say yes or no to this, because if he goes, do you seek caramel corn? No. That'll make me a diabetic. Elves can't process caramel corn. My dad always told me that when I was growing up.
Okay.
Turns out, total lie. He just didn't want to buy Phil caramel corn because they just spent money on his teeth. Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Seek what? Clarify.
Only you know that.
I seek to save the people of Zrael, because that is about the only thing right now I have that does not seem to be a lie in my life. I was used. I was addicted. I'm still addicted. Her laugh is still in my head. Cue really annoying white girl laugh. Fucking Eldritch Blast right here. No, I shouldn't do that. No, on stream, no. No, Twitch, no. I have a purpose right now that you've given me the information that means I'm not going to cause a destruction of a different type. that is some solace and unity for now. I don't know what else I seek past that. I have learned that over 50 years of my life are gone and mean nothing.
You seek to know.
That is the whole reason I've been here.
Knowledge is experience.
Yes.
A gift for knowledge.
Hold the fuck up. Phil's gonna just clarify, because gifts aren't freely given in my experience.
You seek redemption.
I seek a weenie dog to not be opening doors. Just wandering in like you own the place.
Are you gonna pop the door again or make them do it? I'm talking about it.
You guys have probably just heard me yell in Phil's original voice.
You seek redemption for the people, for Israel. That is payment enough.
Hold up, are we? Are we? Is this a? Hold up, contract? What?
A gift.
What strings are attached?
You seek the redemption of Israel. That is enough.
I hear you. I have been burned before.
I can do nothing to you from here.
I was thinking about throwing a rock to test this. But that follow-up statement, I am not going to, because that sounds like somewhere else. Yes, it could happen.
Knowledge is experience. To feel, to know.
If I was to accept this gift, is there any side effect? Like right now, there are 2 other versions of me up in here slowly fading. One cursing very loudly and one very confused. They both are a migraine.
Do you wish them gone? We are all we have been. We cannot be without what we were.
One of them wasn't me, though. One of them was shunted into my brain.
A wall. A veil.
Back to that again. Phil in his head is remembering as a small child all the games when you've talked to the NPC long enough, it just starts going through the speech boxes again, and that there are two people inside. What is your gift?
Void. The dark. The nothing.
Oh, I'm gonna become goth, aren't I?
The power. The draw. Of strength.
The last time I did this, my entire personality changed.
I am nothing.
We need to get you some therapy, buddy. No, I didn't. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Kairos. We need to get that boy therapy.
You can draw as from a well. What you do with that is yours to choose.
That is not how this has worked in the past at all. There's always a string. But you're saying the string is save Zrael, which I'm already wanting to do.
Seek redemption. Success or failure is not constrained. Seek redemption.
Phil's just gonna yeah, that works thematically for the story. Fantastic. That's a 5 on a wisdom. That's a 5 for a total of 9.
Would you like to spend an inspiration?
No, because I know where the wisdom's going. Phil's gonna do what his little weak-willed self has done in the past. Fine. I accept.
The stone ring under your feet grows cold enough that you can feel it through your boots. And the shadows in the column in front of you kind of swirl and spiral down until you're left looking at nothing but a field of darkness speckled with stars.
Checks to make sure I'm still wearing clothes.
You are.
Good. It hasn't been that type of weird dream yet.
No. But it's all still contained within this column. And kind of echoing all around you now, not just from the space in front of you. You hear
Nothing is my gift.
Some Odysseus bullshit.
you feel that cold kind of, it feels like it's coming to like the lowest point that it possibly, like we're hitting 0 degrees Kelvin, and as it kind of like you don't really hear a snap, but it feels like something snaps, and this cold zooms through your entire body, and on your next breath you can feel like the gravitational field around you, how it's all condensing into the center point of the column in front of you. You're standing almost at the center of a well of gravity. And you can almost see the way all of that energy focuses in the rocks and the very air around you. And in that flash, you feel something in you kind of shift, and that one other voice that wasn't yours that got pushed into you
Our sad little lost elf brother.
kind of fades. Doesn't completely disappear, but you feel that there's a curtain there now. And if you wanted to, you could draw the curtain aside, but for now, it's a space. There is a separation there. And the same is true for the other Phil, the addicted Phil, the one that Ushel had her claws in so deep. There's a curtain there. And it is within your ability now to allow or to disallow and to face that when you're ready. There's partitions there.
I guess the divided brain. Over on one side. The fuck are you doing? Where's the curtain? The fuck?
It's just a pillow trove on that side, like just lots and lots of pillows. Like there's a shrine to Ushel. Come back.
It's that version of Phil's version of Ushel. It's like
Right.
Fil'verl. So, I don't believe her proportions were in that magnitude. Were they? They could. I don't know. I'm not going over there. That's weird and it smells bad.
But as you're kind of coming to all of this realization, and kind of feeling this kind of shift within yourself, the shadows begin to filter back through the column, but you don't hear Kairos' voice, you hear Mina's voice. Sounds like it's a bit farther away. And she says, "Is there more you need?"
It's a big ask, but a way to magically go between worlds without having to spend tons of money on like teleportation circles, or plane shifting, or a bitchin' sword. You have like 5.
I have 3.
Oh, that's right, the symbol. Those were wings. They looked pointy. I'm really cold.
Return.
Is that a no on a sword? It's like Phil just being dumb.
You kind of you get the feeling that you need to go back the way you came.
Gonna climb back up the hole.
You get back onto the top of the ledge. You see it wasn't there before, but it's back again now. This gray light, and it's a little lower where you can maybe actually reach up there. You're back in the cabin.
Just
You can tumble out onto the floor of the grungy, dingy cabin, and again, out of the corner of your eye, you see that same shadowy figure.
did you help trap him?
We all did.
Did it hurt?
It broke my heart.
Had to be done though?
So we thought. So we were told.
Exits this way.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you understand
Partially.
why you had to walk the way?
Oh, is this going to be some of that? There's one guy on my parents' boat said with the sand and food and once. I'm done with God riddles. Thank you. Have a nice day. And Phil is just going to start walking back.
You walk back. You eventually find your butt prints in the dusty soil at the end of the path.
That's mine.
The path ends at your butt prints.
Was the riddle how to actually get home? Great. Waterdeep. Arten.
Are you still standing?
Yeah.
And you're back on the barrel. And that would be the point at which your eyes open for them. Do we need to take another break? Are we still going to continue, or?
We'll be right back. We'll see what it is. I can still play for a little bit because I'm giving midterms. I don't know about other people with like adult jobs.
Okay, got it. Oh goodness.
I might bring it.
We're back.
We
And we are back.
All right.
We're back.
So, really quick again. Y'all saw this this female's Raylan. She popped a minus sigil parchment onto Phil's forehead while his eyes were closed. The swords and the circle lit up with pretty colors and disappeared from the paper. Phil's eyes opened.
Did it work?
Hey Phil, remind everybody what your eyes looked like.
Phil's eyes are a black sclera with a gold ring around where the iris was.
When he opens his eyes, that gold ring is gone and slowly kind of starts to come back.
I have a buffering symbol in my eyes. And Phil's gonna go.
Everybody's ducking out of the way.
And Phil is going to.
All of that breakfast beer.
No, but Phil vomits is actually yeah, the breakfast beer is in there, but there's also like chunks of ice. And there's like a weird swirling opalescence to the ichor that comes out of him.
So magic vomit.
Oh!
Had a good time, did you? Dewey.
Just has a look of absolute thank you yet fuck you in his eyes. Just
He'll be fine. Promise. He'll be fine.
a little bit of that stuff drips out of his nose.
Just give him a couple minutes, maybe in the sun. He'll be alright. You don't need anything else out of us?
No, it should be fine.
We should be fine.
Good luck to you. You didn't see us here. And the two of them head off.
I help you back, like, to straighten up. Like,
Still sitting on the barrel, like.
Look, just prestidigitate it off your face. Prestidigitate it off your face. You don't get to walk around throwing cinnamon at me for months.
No, Phil does it, but he's looking at it to make sure what the fuck is coming out of him. Like,
As you are prestidigitating it away, though, whatever your magic felt like before, there's a bit of a hollow feeling now. The stuff that you're disappearing, that you're getting rid of, you don't feel like it's going somewhere else. You feel like it's being unmade entirely.
I was about to say, is the sound? Do I hear the sound of the void behind me? A Hoover vacuum just going. Phil's just gonna rub his face. His eyes have a little bit more of a darkness around them, almost like they're sunken. But if you look close enough, it's almost more like the skin gets kind of darker purple.
Yeah.
Towards the actual eyes, so it's just kind of like just slight different pigment connotation makes this area look deeper, a little bit hollow.
Hit you.
I
You
don't.
should put that paper on his forehead. But I don't think it was hard enough to bruise him.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. I don't. Did she hit me? She put a card on my face.
Yeah, that was just a brief second.
No. Okay, mate. Magic. I talked to the old man.
Okay.
Win.
Now, it lasted for what felt like hours. Alright? I know it was probably a split second for you, but
Well, to be fair, she did say that. That it was
Yes.
going to be quick, but
Okay.
not for him.
So you talk to the old man.
well, first off, talk to Mina. She's weird. You can't look directly at her, she'll disappear. She's always in the corner of your eye like those floaters.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, God.
She's over there looking like, you know, she has like Hard On the Golden as a nickname or some shit. Just so many swords
My
and
nickname
wings
in
and
college.
like multiple swords, wings, armor, just a nightmare and a half that you don't want to deal with.
A nightmare, like a knight with a K.
Ba-bum-bum-ch.
That's what I do. Anyway, sorry.
I don't. Do I need to take 1d4 of psychic damage from the vicious mockery you just did?
No,
Or-
no.
That doesn't even get to be Tasha's hideous laughter.
No.
Then I jumped down a hole,
Okay.
and then I was there with him.
Ugh.
He turned into a smoke dragon. Mostly so I had something to look at, I think.
That tracks. Okay.
Tracks.
So, full clarification on a few things that you might have known that I didn't. One, his kids hid the pieces.
Dicks.
No. Yes, no.
Okay.
He's a black hole. He is a vacuum. He is a gravity well. He will consume all things if not put in check by his nature. They had to. He deserves it. He knows it. Looks around inside own brain for one very grumpy little smoke dragon. It's like, I am Kairos and I disapprove of your bullshit. I knew there was a string attached. I'm not a string, I'm a worm.
You got a brain worm? No.
But he deserves to be where he is. By getting all of his shards, we are not letting him out. We are allowing him to make a vessel to influence. He can't, he's nothing. He's literally ethereal.
Okay.
He can't touch anything. So he needs a vessel. Sorry, I keep slipping out of the Sagan voice. Just
It's
ran.
fine.
And so that's the new Kai. That's the new.
All the Kais are very much his avatars that were created in a multiverse. Other people have done this, and I'm sure somewhere else after someone will as well. Here's the deal, though. He will use them to make a divine gate.
Okay.
I figured everyone knew what that was.
I mean,
Oh,
Obviously
I
it's a-
know what it is, but
I know what
please
it is,
explain
but
it for
please
everyone
explain.
else.
Well, it's the only reason I know is my parents had to pay a toll when they went through it to pick them up, to take them to other celestial realms.
I mean,
It's expensive.
yes, that during that we had used some of the budget in Quandrix to basically make a experiment with just basically a divine gate, and Calvin unfortunately had the first question to ask to the God about basically
That was weird.
why does he glow why do they glow all the time, and he had wasted one of our 5 questions with that question.
I lied.
A divine,
I had no idea what it was.
He is going to take all the gods of Zrael off the material plane. And then they cannot affect the material plane.
Man, fuck them gods.
Pretty much, yeah, I'm 100% behind this plan. He said that the world is no longer a place for them, and they don't belong there, and I am 100% behind that. So,
go on.
that's what he's wanting us to get the shards for, so he can basically close the door hard.
It's an anti-god god.
So
I'm for this.
So that's basically removing all religion from Zrael.
No.
No, it just
You don't have to worship those gods.
You can still worship them. It just means that they can't physically. It's like the gods here. Tyr's not going to walk down that street here in just 1 second going, "Hey, can anybody give me a hand?"
And coming from a place where the gods would walk down the street and force you to give them a hand, it's not fun.
Like Loifa was in her cave, and how Phinos is apparently running around somewhere.
Right.
Fucking Heliod running around in his
Just
damn
burning
cubes.
everything behind him. Like,
So
we don't know where he's
basically
going, but we
that
definitely
they
know
are
where he's
basically not messing around with with just at the material plane.
Very,
so to
very
speak.
much because, learn something about bad boy name not to be said.
Okay.
Bad Kai is what happens when one of those star boys gets touched by Kairos.
Okay.
Okay.
More or less, it's an abomination that is a collapsed star people. So now we know why he's super bad, and we do not say his name.
And basically, so that we are referring to Zaz, correct?
I was just going to say Bad Kai.
No, that I was talking about. You said the
star
Starborn.
person.
That's his name.
Yes.
That's more of me, because it's been like a year, so I don't remember.
The altered star that y'all already met was Zazanak, called Zaz.
Because no one calls him Knock.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
Okay,
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
So he gave me that information. He cannot tell me where any of his parts are,
like,
other than he knows that they are hidden.
so it is basically.
Kairos, show me where on the doll.
So it is just basically some
Right
of the
here, right
parts.
here, right here, right here, right here, right here. All 6 parts of his heart.
All right. So
So now we have a little bit more information, I think, to go on. He can't tell us anything else. Also, every last one of those Kais are 100% a little bit of him. They are... He has so many avatars at this point. But that's what he wants.
Okay.
This is the aid he can give us. Myra asked, or Maya, what's her name?
Mina.
Mina asked if there's anything else. I asked her for, like, a way to magically move between worlds or a bitchin' sword, and she said no. I think she meant it more metaphorically, like, is there any other hint? I could have asked her. No, I could.
It's funny that she didn't give you like 3 bitchin' swords.
I
'Cause that's
didn't
what the
complete
thing
that
is.
part of the side quest, apparently. I hit A when I should have hit B button.
Like, I just feel like if the god whose symbol is
Kainos
3
question.
bitchin' swords is asked for 3 bitchin'
Bless you.
swords,
I didn't get any on you, did I?
and 3 bitchin' swords is what you should get. But
I mean,
Well, but it didn't sound like she was there for you. She was there to open a door.
Also, just if you ever end up there, to get back, don't sit there and jump and say where you were. You have to sit exactly back in your butt print.
good to know.
The gods always have a way of finding just the tiniest little bit of indignity to throw at you for their magic to work. Most of the time they call it prayer. And you have to do it publicly as a cleric. Unless you're like a cleric of Tyr, and then you can just smack somebody in the face with a sword, and it's technically worship.
Well, technically. Yes.
Well then, that.
Well, that's informative.
I also might have been gifted something.
Gifted.
He.
Oh,
He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Okay.
that's fine.
I'm just glad I didn't
Like
wake up
sexually?
goth. What? I didn't. No, I literally didn't hear you, Jed. What'd you say?
I said, like, sexually.
We're gutter brains over here. Sorry.
No, he didn't, because he literally can't touch anything, which make it weird ASMR, and I'm not down for that. I will prestidigitate shit in your nose. Oh shit.
I fucking hate ASMR. It's the dumbest thing in the world.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay, the slurps, the smacks, the snaps, the fingernail drags, no. Like sometimes the positive whispers, because they're reaffirming. So, okay.
No,
Okay.
every single time I'm like, what the fuck is that, man? I'll be flipping through TikTok and all of a sudden it's just like fingernail drags.
Okay, no, the one that's really bad is the one that's really bad is the overly wet talking, like the pops with the lips in it.
You know, hard pass. Hard pass. I don't need your sticky, moist lips.
So
The offer.
he made me an offer.
You have a new patron.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
This could take some adjusting for you, but it's good to see.
No shit.
It's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering.
That's,
He said there's no strings attached. I don't trust.
Well, considering your experience, I wouldn't trust it either.
What did he actually say?
My goal is to help free the people of Zrael and not let them get crispified.
Did he say crispified?
No, this is me. I'm saying that's my goal. Is I don't want Zrael to burn. It like right now, all four of us, we could stay here and it'd be fine, but we'd be cowards, and we're not.
It would be cowardice.
That's, yes, it would be.
We are safe, but they are not. We have to act because we have the ability to. He said that's payment enough for the gift. I feel like someone told me they had multiple scrolls of music of various artists and bards that I could get for just copper a day. That's how I currently feel.
I mean, that wasn't it just like some kind of deity by the name of Dora? Got the Dora of Pan? Or else a Pandora?
That was a listening... No, I'm...
Okay.
That was a stretch to get to.
I just didn't
Pandora
want to
there.
just say Pandora.
Was a stretch.
Like, I'm over here just trying to make a fucking reference to Columbia House, which most of us are old enough to remember. The
I
internet
got-
isn't.
I got the Columbia House reference, and that was great.
Here's the
I
deal
thought
is...
we were talking about Time Life.
No. Columbia House. They would allow you to get like 20 CDs for $1, but then you were supposed to buy a CD once a month, and it was like at full price for those, like the rest of those. But here's the problem: is they sent this crap to kids, and totally had more faith than I do in children that we would pay them. Now I did until I could get out of the contract because I had parents like, you signed up, you pay, and I'm saying like, I got friends who are like, I got like 30 fucking free CDs, dude.
No, I got the, I kept getting it, filling it out, like circling and checking the ones I wanted, and then I take it to my mom, and she's like, yeah, it sounds great, and she'd throw it away. Because she's smart. Dang, I got none of those CDs.
So then that.
So while they're finishing up this conversation, I'm pulling out the compass and like, which way do we go now?
It's pointing almost northwest from where you are.
A dream, a tale, a tear. Listen close. The dark draws near.
Is there a statue of someone sleeping?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
History checks.
All around.
Okay. 18.
What?
6.
11.
Phil, as you say that, is there a statue of somebody sleeping? You barely remember. You've passed her before. She's known as the Lady Dreaming, and she's on the west side of town, behind the seawall near Blackstaff Tower, kind of on the beach.
I will tell them that. However, I will refrain from calling it Black Shaft Tower, which was what I thought was funny as a child or younger.
Still is funny.
But yeah, that's kind of where she is.
If there's not a male brothel in Blackstaff Tower, then
There's a mage's school.
mm-hmm.
Mage stripping.
I bet that mage's school got the magic sticks.
If they can cast one, they can cast twice.
You're welcome.
Here's the thing though. The person who teaches the mage stripping classes is named Chip, and he has an assistant named Dale.
Yeah.
They polymorph into chipmunks sometimes.
Tails.
Keep it fresh.
Rangers.
I need to watch the new movie.
Stripper guys. Anyway, so y'all are probably going to need to catch another cab. It's a ways.
No,
You catch another cab. I'll flag down a cab.
no, I'm thinking of. All I hear is Dale's fucking voice. Everybody's working for the weekend. Has the little cuffs. I can't do the higher pitch to it though.
Now you can pay for the last one. Let me pay for it, and then Zhonya is going to hail a cab down.
6 dragons for that run.
I'll give you your bag back.
Goofy. I'll fucking take it off.
Oh, you.
Goofy goes back to the VIP room, and all you hear is,
Gosh, that was exciting.
I killed the DM. Gosh!
I don't want to know what you'd hear if it was Donald.
No! Ew! No!
Just a whole bunch of, and you can't make out anything he was saying. Not sure if he's talking or motorboating. He's just going.
Daisy just walks out the room looking happy. Hey, you want a fact that'll kind of fuck you up a little bit?
Oh, God.
The voice of Daisy for the last 20 years is Angelica's mom from Rugrats. And she was also in Drawn Together, so Daisy has told you to suck her dick before.
Drawn Together was
Anyway.
great. I enjoyed that show.
I love that show.
It was fun.
6 dragons, you said.
6 dragons. Yes. It'll take us to the sleeping statue and past
Chip and Dale.
That thing.
my man.
But you know that the bardic plays we have always had up in our past lives.
Every time. So we roll past Chip and Dale's, and and the wizards school, sure, whatever. And
Hold on. One of the teachers has to be Magic Mike, though.
yeah, obviously there's a magic mic in there, and Arten is over here slapping airboats on his chest. Do.
I can't right now.
And obviously Airbus is like, hell yes, we're gonna go there.
DM, is this where we need to stop for your sake?
No, we're good. I need y'all to move on from Chip and Dale.
Okay, so we've moved on. Arten and Airbus have plans to go back there on a different date when you don't have to narrate, but
We get around the
no
corner.
that it happens.
So we're getting around the corner here. Hiya, big boy! Welcome for this evening! Magic Mike.
That was a good one.
You want to see what I can do with the broom?
Alright. Y'all get dropped off. near the Lady Dreaming. There's a little bit of a little bit of a slum street down here on the beach. Not very well to do. The Lady Dreaming herself is laid out long ways along the beach, kind of half buried in the sand. There's a lot of like moss and lichens kind of covering over the most of her. But if y'all would just give me quick investigation checks.
Are they covering her genitals?
Yes.
25.
11.
13.
All right. You said
I'm-
25 over there, Zhonya?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm distracted by the hyperventilating cabbie to the listening to the conversation we've been having.
It's me. Zhonya, you managed to. You're kind of focusing on. Perhaps her face. It seems like a tear. Listen close. Like that kind of leads you more toward her head.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're kind of looking over this fine-featured elven face, you notice that across the bridge of her nose and kind of down one cheek, almost like a teardrop runnel, kind of marks like a line of letters carved in, and they're kind of moss covered, but you can brush away most of the fuzzy and eventually reveal a rather lengthy poem.
Let's see. I weep for my sister. She wrought many sorrows with her powerful blade deep in the spell plague. As I lie here dreaming of lives yet to borrow, I wonder in heart, where lies her crown now? Oh wait, it's a different line. Okay. What do y'all make of this? And then they ask that she's just like writing it down, and then that she's gonna pass it around.
So there's a sister
Yes.
that had a crown.
And a sword.
Maybe there's a destroyed statue that was once of a warrior queen?
You can do me another history check there, Phil.
I wonder.
12.
Okay.
12 is not great.
History check. Let's see.
That's 8.
Natural 20, so 29.
Zhonya, you recall hearing one of the times y'all were in the yawning portal. You remember hearing somebody mention the Sword Maiden, specifically the shop in the essentially the only intact piece of her that's left, her head. The shop is owned by Endeavor Thort. You remember overhearing a couple of guys talking about some stuff that they heard a couple of adventurers had come out from Undermountain and sold to him.
That there is a that this is referring to the Sword Maiden. That there, whenever that we went to the yawning portal, it was basically that her only piece remaining is her head, and then that it was a shop of like Endeavor Thort. You know anything about that?
Over their thought.
Well, I also asked where her crown is.
Yes.
So, I say we go there and we check the head, check inside the shop, and keep
Right.
the scavenger hunt going.
Yes.
I guess.
Do y'all want to hail another? Y'all could either hail another cab or the same cab, maybe.
No, nah.
It's
Same cab.
it'd be a drug. That'll be another 6 dragons to get you across town to the Sword Maiden.
I'll pay. I think that's the last of my dragons. The rest of this is all gold.
I still have dragons that I haven't spent.
I'll say everything else I have is gold.
So I'll pay, but they'll clear out my dragons.
Okay.
We'll have to convert if we're here too much longer.
All right.
That I have. I still have 199 dragons left.
What do you mean? Why is he paying his last 6 dragons?
Okay. So y'all can head across town in your cab to the Sword Maiden, you'll get dropped off at another inner courtyard that just has the marble head of a feminine warrior sitting on the bare cobbles.
How big is the head?
About 40 feet tall.
How do they know it's a warrior when it's just a head?
She's got a little headband on.
Could just like headbands.
I don't know. She's the Sword Maiden, okay? It's
At
obvious that she's a
some
warrior.
point, there was the rest of the statue, and she had sword.
Yeah.
But she tripped when she did big girl walk, and dumb broke.
Yeah.
Like this is Arten asking actual questions in game. How do they know this is an actual warrior or sword
Anyway.
maiden? It's just a head.
There is a door set like underneath her chin where you can get in. It seems to be the only door in
Alright.
place.
It's a jugular door.
Yes. So y'all come inside, and this is like it's a magic. Shut up. It's a magic shop central. There are winding staircases that run up the sides. There are shelves with the rolly ladders on them. There's armoires and china cabinets and big treasure chests that have chains around them that may or may not be mimics. They're rattling a little bit. There's
We need a pet. We need a pet. We need a pet.
there's a lot in this shop, but standing sitting behind the counter, kind of has a cane in front of him, is a rather elderly human that, as the bell kind of tinkles over the door, kind of looks up and says, "Afternoon, masters, mistress. How's everything?
Afternoon, pretty well.
Good afternoon.
Fresh out of Under Mountain then, are you?
No, not yet.
Oh, coming to stock up beforehand then.
We currently have another errand.
Alright, fetching something for someone, or particular item you might be looking for then?
We're kind of on a scavenger hunt.
Oh, one of the, hang on, let me find my names again. Something for the Fountain of Knowledge then. You're trying to get into the Bard's College over there?
No.
No.
Something else then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What can I help you with then? Name's Endeavor.
I'm so glad that this is not brain-addled, addicted Phil currently, because then it would be bend over.
I swear I heard Endeavor, and I was like, well,
That's regrettable.
That's
Plus Ultra.
Plus Ultra.
That. Y'all are the talky ones. That I got a 2 in charisma, but it's a 15.
Can I help you find it if I don't know what you're looking for?
Oh.
We have been all over town between multiple statues trying to find a gem.
Got
At
lots
least
of gems.
So far, every statue has a riddle that sends us to the next statue that has a riddle. So right now, I'm expecting another riddle or phrase, a poem etched into a wall somewhere.
Got no poems on the walls, ain't got no bit of wall that's left open for riddles.
We're looking for the Maiden's Crown.
So I never...
Oh, and a maiden's crown I do have indeed. Gets up and kind of totters off to the back cabinet, unlocks it with a key around his neck, and pulls out just a plain wooden box and brings it over to the counter close to y'all. Opens it up to reveal just a plain ivory band.
Plain ivory fans.
Go magic compass.
Pointing directly at the box.
Hmm.
You could pick it up and take a look at it, see if it's what you're looking for.
Pick it up. Just move it around the compass to see if it...
It's pointing directly to the band.
What color is it?
It's ivory, it's white. But as you're looking at the band on the inside, like on the inside of a ring,
Yeah.
are some letters inscribed.
Pissoff.
Nope.
You can take that with you. You can tote it in the box, and I'll take care of everything else.
Alright.
We
Just
appreciate
give
it.
me
Thank
a
you.
crown.
It's a little piece of ivory, mate. It's worth maybe 5 dragons. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Show it to you so you can write it all down with your beautiful penmanship.
Sure. Let's see here. Each place in here. Sacrifice there. Either.
I don't know where it stops.
Let's see here.
Me.
Sure.
Alright, so each lives more
Each lives more
in
near
near sacrifice than either.
Hold up.
Reads.
It may be
Sorry,
ju-
I ran out of space. It reads, each lives more in near sacrifice than either reveals.
Okay, so that was
Okay.
trying to figure out what the last
Yeah.
word said.
Sorry, I
It's
misjudged
okay.
my spacing.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
good.
little scrunchy.
Sorry. Each lives more in near sacrifice than either reveals.
We're gonna go to every fucking statue.
As Endeavor's kind of taking his seat again, he's like, nope, that's the last one you need. I'll take care of everything else.
Okay. Okay.
What do you
Not
mean?
the first ones to come through for this, are we?
What do you
It's
mean?
been quite a few years, but no, not the first.
What is everything else?
You've got the last piece. What you need will find you.
Okay.
We step outside. A dozen guys
We
with
just
swords.
step outside, then it's just so like in
As-
like
Ninjas.
I'm gonna
Ninjas
go
for
ahead
days.
and leave
Same.
with my pretty little crown and my pretty little box.
Cab's
Matt.
waiting for you.
Cool.
all right.
We get back in the cab. I'm gonna take the crown out of the box,
Mm-hmm.
and put it on my boyfriend's head, and just kind of weave it in a little bit so it stays.
Hold on, you gotta get around all the wires and
No,
jingling
no,
this.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's like it's gonna be integrated by the time we get
Here's the
back.
problem is on the
Alright.
other side of the wall the night before. Jingle, 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 jingle.
So where are y'all
Just the night
heading?
before.
Where are y'all heading now?
We have to figure out something that lives near sacrifice or in sacrifice. So we're looking for probably two things. Statues
the
that are
last
near.
piece of the puzzle. He said he would take care of the rest.
I feel like Erebos is gonna have to be like sitting like on the floor of the
Yep.
of the cab so that
Yep.
you can reach. Yeah.
And so I'm like, and I'm just like, I got a piece of hair that's wearing. Said it would take care of the
So
rest,
we're
and then the
looking
last
for
piece of the
maybe-
puzzle. We're not looking for another piece of the puzzle. It would find us. I feel like we just go home.
You agree?
I mean that could be a lead because then that
We
this
should-
doesn't
We should do this over here.
each lies more in the
Move
near
your head- move your head
sacrifice
this
than
way.
either revealed. So sure. I mean that sounds like
Perfect.
it could be just we can just go back to base, well to the house and see.
If the vote is to go back to the house, then I'm for it.
All right. Y'all headed back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cabby drops y'all back off at the house. That'll just be another. It's not actually that far from here to there, so we'll say 3 dragons
Okay.
for that run. And y'all make it back to y'all get dropped off outside Kai's house at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. What does the compass say?
Compass. Go.
Spinning again.
Well,
We're in the right spot.
we're in the right spot, so
Go inside.
go inside.
Get myself a large ale and then sit on the porch.
Stoop. It's not really important.
Stoop kid doesn't leave his stoop.
All right.
Arten
So
takes up most of the stoop.
yeah, y'all basically a couple hours go by, whatever y'all want to be doing while a couple hours go by. It's cool. Just as the city's starting to get dark and the Lumi lights up beside the door, are you still on the stoop? Where are you guys?
Said it would come to us.
Phil
In
would
the
probably-
foyer.
Phil probably would have stayed outside as well.
Okay. It's a pleasant enough evening. If y'all wanted to, y'all could maybe leave the front door open so that somebody's not closed off.
I just assumed that there was a rocking chair on the stoop because Kai's old, and that's what old people do.
It's not even that big of a stoop.
Whatever.
The rocking chair is in Kai's one window that's directly above the main door, a couple floors up, so he can ominously
Rock.
with the full
The bay window.
like from
While
the ceiling
looking
to the
down
floor.
on you because that's where you belong, below him.
Fetch me my scones and tea. I must eat and judge the rabble.
A rather brightly painted carriage pulls up in front. It is
Pimp your carriage.
it is exceedingly blue.
Yo, dude.
The wheels are still spinning even though they're not.
I heard you like carriages. I put a carriage inside your carriage. Now you can carry it while you carry
An exceedingly blue carriage pulls up in front. Has horses that are decorated gaudily with silver trappings and
As
blue
I saw in the
plumes.
distance, I made sure the door was open and she knew. Hey,
Oh.
hey! I
Yeah.
think this is gonna be it. If it ain't it, then it's about to be a drive-by.
You'll notice that there's not actually a driver on the box. And the horses, as they come to a stop, there's bits of steam hissing out of their joints. And there's a bit of mechanical squeaking as they toss their heads. The door swings open with some kind of clockwork noises, and stepping out, gimping out of the thing, is a very old man in long blue robes, has a beard that is tucked into his waistband, and has a slouchy blue hat on.
Gandalf!
No, it's one of the blue wizards.
No.
Oh shit, that's worse. That's bad. We're in trouble.
No, that the blue wizard can steal all my magic.
No one knew what happened to the blue wizards, and apparently one of them's been here the whole
No,
time.
wait a minute. Then that is the blue mage. Should they take your magic?
Comes shuffling up to the stoop and kind of looks up at Lumi. Looks at you guys.
How can we help you, old timer?
Yes.
Heard you found my crown.
It's my
Yes.
crown now.
Name's Elminster.
Oh, Minster.
Phil.
You got my crown. Got
Aye.
your trade.
Trade.
Yeah, I've got your trade from my crown.
What's the trade?
What you're looking for. You followed all the riddles and you look. Do you want it or not?
Do you have it or not?
Not giving it to you without you giving me back the crown. I gotta
I'm
go.
not gonna give you the crown without you showing me that you have it.
Where is Erebos at this
Where
point?
is Erebos?
It's like sitting near Arten.
I'm gonna need to get this out real quick. I apologize.
Don't cut it. We're not cutting it.
No.
No.
How did you twist this?
Move over, let me! Claws out, and you undo the thing really easily with the claws. That's why it's easy for me.
Let me ask you this: is the master of the house here?
We don't know.
No, that he's
Didn't
not.
check.
Did he leave this morning?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. And he's gonna reach into like his robe sleeve and pull out a little box that you can see has little wells like your arcane lockbox does.
Mm-hmm.
It's in here. I know he doesn't like them to come inside. So
Oh, no. He really likes that they're inside, and that's what he doesn't like.
right. So we've done this before. He knows when you're getting close, and so hand over the crown so I can go put it back for the next crew, and then we'll make the trade here.
Box. Crown.
And the box for the crown is special made.
The box for the crown. Wait.
Yes.
And some bacon bits in it.
I swear, you young'uns.
Closes it up.
What's
and
the
tucks it back in his
combination?
robe. Just give it 2 seconds, it'll open. 1, 2.
Sorry, I was gonna say. How we get the TPK?
Now we get up in there.
Oh, Mr. Hands is a
There-
fucking grenade.
There is a shard in that box. If you need to, you can keep that box. But if not,
I pull out the hour box from our bag. Open, shard into our box, shut his box, give him the empty box, put our box back into the bag.
you're on the right track, kids. Now, you good?
Yes, very good.
I'm just a little bit weary. The last few shards we had to kill something for it. And you showed up.
We do
Nope,
things more pleasantly in Waterdeep,
Okay. Good.
so.
I like that I didn't have to fight the old wise wizard man. Artificer.
You should
Thing.
like that.
No, definitely do.
So, keep your wits about you, and watch your back. And totters back to his carriage.
The hell did... How come you gotta keep your wits and watch your back and I'm just fine? I'm
Could
good?
I make a history check on
Go ahead.
that? Because
I want like a perception.
Inside.
Insight. That's the word I'm looking for. Like,
a
can I get a...
13.
I don't trust this at all.
If you'd like, you can back that up with an arcana there, Zhonya.
Fuck!
Is it fuck? Is it fuck?
They land
It's
on
fuck.
fuck.
Yeah!
It landed on fuck.
A 17 for Arcana.
It's,
Old man's very, very magical.
it's
Oh,
That's
that,
Elminster.
oh, everything
He's-
seems fine. Perfectly
he's
fine and
very
dandy. I don't
magical.
suspect a damn thing.
he's
No,
very magical, but
nothing suspicious here. Move along. Move along.
oh well. That
I've heard rumors about him. He's probably older than me.
Hey, Zhonya.
yeah.
You wrote down what was inside the crown, right? Look at the first letters. ELMINSTER.
Ba-bum bum.
Mm.
Each lives more in near sacrifice than either reveals.
Okay.
Elminster.
Oh,
No.
Elminster.
Oh, I got it. I understand. But that's not suspicious at all. I'm perfectly fine. I rolled a fuck.
We just turn around and he and Erebos are both missing.
Elminster and Erebos?
No, I'm just saying he and Erebos are both. He rolled fuck.
I rolled a
I
fuck.
was like, well, I guess we're done now. I'm gonna go have some dinner.
Is that what they call it?
Interesting.
Having dinner really works at appetite. I tell you.
So, yeah, the old man climbs back into his carriage, door clanks shut, and animatronic horses tally ho off.
It's a small world.
Well, then I guess then that, that at least it did just get me away from just, feeling just like my old self a little bit. Before Professor Hood, but I kind of like this a little bit. Not so uptight all the time.
Well, we've got the shard for this realm.
Yeah.
Where to now?
I believe we had a couple options. The Shadowfell, the Feywild, Exandria. Was there?
You know,
I think those
You
are the
know-
last three, aren't they?
I believe
Those are
this
those
is
the
a
last
discussion
three.
we can have inside.
Yes.
Around a fire. And, I guess figure it out and then go there in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird not having to kill something and run away at the very end.
It is.
Am
I
wrong with
very
that?
much appreciate it.
I
Like,
very
I
much
appreciate it, but I'm
that.
used to a certain rhythm now. And we
Yeah.
don't have that rhythm here, and I'm at a loss. I'm used to kill thing, smash thing, and run out, and poop, we're
If-
gone. Sometimes we have extra creatures.
As y'all are
and-
chatting while Marianne is finishing up dinner, the front door opens and Cornelius comes through and then drops the disguise and Kai's come home and he's like, "You all got it, right?"
Yes.
Good.
We got it.
We can talk over where you all want to go from here over dinner, I suppose. Now that you've got that, I can offer whatever help I can to send you on your way.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. Then that.
Just so used to having to run at this moment. Or stab something at the very least.
Sometimes
I
that
am
it
just
is
happy that I am not mostly dead.
I mean that it
Yes,
is
that
rather
too, but-
peaceful for us to basically.
You say peaceful, I say uneasy. Just
The old wizard's made it his priority to kind of keep that from being out in the open. Only the people who have your compass to track down the first and follow the clues from there. The clues that he left will ever find them.
and so he goes back and resets the whole thing and waits for the new gym.
He goes from timeline to timeline to take care of it, yes.
Kind of like the old wizard.
Don't ever get on his bad side, and always laugh at his jokes.
Noted.
Okay.
He thought about being a bard once. Didn't have the cut for it. Thought he did. Still thinks he does. He doesn't.
Wait, did this one know Elminster? I think he knew Melf.
Yeah.
MILF?
Melf doesn't
Melf.
tip well.
Oh, MILF is a different lady.
Melf makes acid arrows and minute meteors.
Ah. I heard about a guy when we were in the Southwood, Cyrex. He didn't make he dealt with poisonous arrows and shit. Something like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, over dinner, with the options before you, where do y'all think y'all want to go?
I will vote for Exandria because I feel like we need. I feel like that might be an easier check because you're dealing with it's a whole planet.
Right. Yeah.
It's a whole like out of character. This means it's a whole planet, guys.
Right.
It's not a indefinite amount of a plane of existence like the Fae or the Shadowfell that can fuck you over in 3 steps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, our timeline's already jacked. We already
Right.
know that because we've spent like 3 days here. That's 30 years back home already. Like,
Or 1 second, because,
could be.
time.
So,
Time is a weird sleep.
I mean, I would probably say Exandria as well because then it's just basically, since we are on a material plane, it can still get us there and stuff. Because I'm not about to be dealing with the nonsense of the Shadowfell or the Feywild right now.
Yep, I'm voting for you fellas.
also, if we fail to find anything, we are not ass deep and just weird.
Exactly. You know,
Weird.
that.
Oh, we'd be further than plumbed up, I guarantee you.
But one thing is for certain that if we have to go anywhere diplomatic, I will basically get, up into the usual threads, but that this is my adventuring gear now. More relaxed.
Oh, watch what my shirt can do. And just says totally legitimate ambassadors.
She just actually smiles at that and finds it funny.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Love that for you.
Alright, Exandria. Who do I know in Exandria?
Bob, Chip, Jane.
Well, I could probably drop you in Zorhas.
Okay.
It's probably a little more your speed. Definitely. There will be a lot more people that look like me there. So,
What, guys?
and more drow.
Oh.
Okay.
But they're not like the drow here, where they're always trying to kill everybody. There's a pretty good faction of them that are rather approve of light and rather worship it. So they're a lot more. They're a lot simpler to deal with. Not so traitorous.
Okay.
All right. I got the rest of these. Should I keep these dragons or get them converted back into my gold or what?
I'll trade you.
You would trade me? What do you have to offer? I mean, that.
Send you with some Zolhas coin.
Sure, why not?
Goes into the parlor, unlocks a cabinet, and pulls out like a money box and starts counting out equivalent Zolhas
Okay,
coin.
so instead of
Change that D to a Z.
so it is going to be 196 Zorhasian coin.
Right. XHORHAS.
X
Z.
H.
Put a
It's
Z.
just Zohouse. That's all we're
You
gonna
put
say.
a
is Zohouse.
Z by the numbers.
Or Zohorse. Zohorse. That's where we're going. We're going to Zohorse.
Well,
We're going to see zebras.
Zorha.
I mean-
This planet has the xylophone important
well
as
then
well.
that this has been a rather interesting and fun scavenger hunt. We had aired out some few things,
Tomorrow morning, I'll take you to a friend who's got a way gate. I'll cover the passage fee, and you all can head on your way without too much issue.
All right.
Okay.
When you get there, you'll need to seek audience with the Bright Queen, specifically so that you're not viewed as foreigners, invaders, types of things.
Right, Queen.
You're writing all that. I ain't gonna write that.
All right.
But apart from that, it's been too long since I knew anybody in particular there, so the only people I could recommend for you to contact would be a I actually don't know what version you might find. If you find anyone named Kjorloth, he's family. So.
Okay. Kjorloth.
But don't know if you'll actually find him or not, so.
All right. We appreciate the hospitality, and we will clean up our rooms and so that they can be ready for the next ones whenever we are on our way.
That'll be fine. Enjoy your night. And heads upstairs.
Cool.
Anything else? Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Then next week, we're playing Hoppin' again. So thank y'all for watching. Not as long as last week, but we're finally done with one.
Wait a minute. We got a shard. We leveled up, y'all.
Uh-huh. Uno. Level up.
One level up. Yay.
Do the rundown things, because my brain just went, whew.
All right, so we got, you can see it right above Neysa, we got the Extra Life. It's still going on until December 31st. All donations are going to go to Batson's Children's Hospital in Jackson, or Children's of Mississippi, whichever you want to call it. Right now we're at 1244 out of 1,500, which is our goal. Connected to that this Friday and Saturday, and we might have a little bit trickling into Sunday with some online games. We will be doing a charity stream of Extra Life, is what I've been calling it. And all the proceeds that will go from that will still continue to go to our charity. So let's see. So that's this weekend. Monday we'll be back with Holy Winds. Thursday we'll be back with Tears of Kairos. And then we're going to go quiet for the most part over the week of Christmas. I might stream something because I'll have my brother-in-laws here. I might torture them. So we'll have that going on. There'll be a brouhaha sometime after Christmas. So that's what we got schedule-wise. Socials, we have the website, www.teambonusaction.com. Claire made it. It's beautiful. Go look. You can find links to videos and how to donate to us, and you can also find affiliate sites and game shops. Our local game shop, A&H, should be on there soon. Claire just has not gotten back on to edit.
It's fine.
They're still
Life
they're
things.
finalizing the house sale.
Life things.
So that's what's going on, and let's see, on Facebook, Twitch Twitch that you're watching right now, and on Linktree and YouTube we are Team Bonus Action, and on Twitter until it goes down in flames is bonus_team. So that's who we are. That's where you can find us, and that's what we got going on. And y'all, since Knox is not here,
Don't let your meat loaf. Good night, everybody.
Oh God, my help!
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
That
We all
Fart.
stiffed.
You need these back or no?
No, you can keep them.
Okay, they are in the handy